wonder if we'll get anybody. It's a little Friday afternoon. Got off work a little while ago. So I thought I'd do a quick Friday afternoon stream. I may come back later tonight, but I'm not sure. So anyway, I just thought I'd step in here, see if there was anybody out there that wanted to hang out and talk for a few about cars or anything else for that matter. So far, nobody. Let's see what happens. The last one of these daytime ones I did a couple weeks ago, or maybe closer to 3 weeks ago, took a few minutes to get anybody. And we ended up with, I think, 14 or 15 people for a while there, so that was pretty cool. So I'll give this a couple minutes. If it doesn't, if we don't get anybody or a few people, we will just call it off. Let's see. This is way off my normal time that I usually do this kind of stuff, so we'll see what happens today. I see we got a couple people coming in. How's it going, guys? Who's here? How's it going? Trying to get settled in here. Just do a short stream. I got to get ready to cook dinner here in a little while, so start getting things prepared for that. But I thought I'd step in here real quick and see how everybody was doing. If anybody wanted to chat or talk or whatever, and just say hey. And it's been I don't think I've made any videos since Monday. So hey, Steve Fitzpatrick, what's going on? Welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you. Just hanging out. I got off work a little while ago, so I thought I'd hang out for a little while, see what happens. Can't stay for too long, but figured what the heck, let's get something going. I haven't made a video in about 4 days, so, and I haven't done a live stream since last Sunday night, so it's been a while. Been pretty busy. New job and stuff, so trying to get accustomed to that, and a little bit of rough going there, but got 3 people. We have Steve Fitzpatrick, and I'm not sure who else is here. How's everybody out there doing? Steve says he's doing good. Got any plans for the weekend? Anything interesting? I'm working again tomorrow for a few hours, and then I'm not really sure what I am going to do after that. I got the front tires and rims in for the Challenger. The rears were supposed to come today, and they did come today. Unfortunately, there was nobody home to sign for them, so I do not have them, but we'll see. Hopefully, I'm not sure if FedEx delivers tomorrow or not, but I think they do. So hopefully we'll have everything. And then I got to get them mounted. So we'll see. Hopefully I get that done fairly quick, and hopefully there's no issues. I think I ordered everything correctly and fitment-wise and everything. I hope so. From all the studying and reading that I did, I think I did okay, but we will find out. We got 2 people. We had 3. I'll give this a couple more minutes. It's 3:43, so we'll go to we'll cut it off before about 3:50 if we don't get some action going here. I don't blame. I kind of wasn't sure what would happen since it is a weird time of day and it's a Friday too. So a lot of people are probably doing things tonight after work or whatever, or getting ready to hang out for the weekend, being the holiday weekend, and wasn't really too sure if we'd get anybody or not. What's up, R. Dixon? How you doing? Good to see you. Recognize you from the channel. Steve Fitzpatrick, saw the wide body. Hellcat? Okay. So I see Hellcat, yeah. Oh, did you see a wide body Hellcat at the auto show? Cool. I've not seen one, of course. Haven't seen a lot of things because of where I live. I don't see much of anything, so. Thanks, R. Dixon. Nice set. It works. It works pretty good now that I got the flag to stop trying to fall down on me. Actually, Kim got the flag to stop falling down on me. I never let it hit the ground though, so it just kept wanting to come off the wall a little bit. Oh, $93,000. Ouch. That's a lot of money. Lots and lots of money. Damn. Beautiful cars though, very cool. I want one. That's the car, but man, that's a lot of money. 3 people got 3 thumbs up. All right. I have to work in the morning for the first time on a Saturday. I haven't worked a Saturday in about like 6 years or something like that. So the new job is a little different schedule than I'm used to. So I'll be learning what it's like to get up on a Saturday and go to work. I only work for like 4 hours tomorrow, but so shouldn't be too terrible, but still a little bit unusual. I'm sure I'll be used to it after a week or two, so it won't seem weird then. But I'm used to Friday night, staying up late, sleeping in a little bit, doing whatever I want. It's going to be a little bit different. That's 3:47. With a couple more minutes here. Not much happening. I'm sure there's not a lot of people looking for a live stream on a Friday afternoon out there. So R. Dixon, you missed that episode. What happened with the job? I just felt like it was time to do something different. So I gave my notice and started a new job, and kind of happened. I was just sort of feeling like I needed to change in life and stuff, and happened to notice somebody advertising that they were doing some hiring. So I went over there, filled out an application, and just kind of happened. Then when they offered me a job, I sort of I asked them if I could have a little time to think about it, because I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do or what I should do. So I thought about it for about an hour or so, and then called them back and accepted the offer. So that's about it. It's a lot different, a lot of learning to do. I feel a little out of place because it's it's in some ways similar to my last job, but they do things a lot differently. So it's taking me some time, and there's been a couple of issues where I was just like having trouble getting something right. But I think that's pretty normal when you start a new job. But I've got 7 years of one way of doing things that, all in my head. So when you go somewhere and they do something completely differently in a different way, it's hard to grasp it sometimes for a second. But I think it'll work out for the best, whatever happens, so things happen for a reason. So hopefully it works out, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. A little more comfortable after day 4. I feel a little bit more comfortable than I did the first couple of days, but we shall see how it goes. I know twice this week after work, I stopped by the old place where I used to work because I had to get some groceries, and both times it was just absolutely insane and crazy in there, and it reminded me real quick, like, yeah, I think it was time to go. Place is going like madhouse 24/7, not 24/7, but every second that it's open, basically. So it's a little different atmosphere. So yeah, it takes time to adjust. I always feel like I want to figure everything out right away, and I don't want to look like the dumb guy. But right now I'm the dumb guy at work, so which has never happened to me. So I feel a little out of place, a little weird, but I think I'll get it figured out. the other guys are all standing there and they're all talking about other stuff, and I'm watching them do some stuff and deal with customers. And I'm a little bit lost on some of it, but I think I'll catch up eventually. Hopefully, sooner than later. Just like with any new job, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things there that you can't really imagine ahead of time, and oh, I didn't realize they did that, or I didn't realize they sold this or that or whatever, or so much of this or whatever. Just those little things you just don't know about. So, hey, Jean Paul, what's going on? Job's doing pretty good so far. The usual new job kind of mistakes, and like I was just telling these guys, I had a lot of time my old job about a certain way that things are done, and all that stuff, and so everything's completely different now, and it's a hard adjustment to make after all those years at the other place. But I think I'm doing. I think I'll be okay eventually. So a little out of place right now. I was just saying it's been a long time since I've been the low man on the totem pole and all that stuff. So it's kind of weird, but I'm used to not being that guy. I'm used to training people, not being trained. I'm used to kind of being in charge of a lot of stuff instead of being clueless on a lot of stuff. So it's a little weird, but it's a more relaxed atmosphere, that's for sure. John Paul's retired and playing with toys now, enjoying life in general. He'd love it. That's cool. That is cool. Very cool. I would love to retire from regular jobs, and I wish I could just do this kind of stuff all the time. This would be great. But we'll see. Three people. Jean Paul, Steve Fitzpatrick. I think Art Dixon's still here. Kim took off work earlier. I didn't know she was going to take off work early. She said she was earlier when I saw her, but I thought she was kidding. So, I'd say Pepsi Zero. It's like, it used to be called Pepsi Max. I changed it to Pepsi Zero. It's got like extra caffeine and I think ginseng in it or something. Anyway, Kim got off early. I thought she was joking that she was going to leave work early, and she just got home right as I was getting ready to start the stream. So I probably won't hang out too long. So I got to also go out there, and we're going to cook some dinner here. We're going to grill some chicken outside. So I'm trying to quit drinking this kind of stuff, but as I've showed you guys before, I always have one of these with me or something similar. I really need to quit, and I have quit a couple times for a few days, and then I go right back to it. About the only bad thing that I do. So, but still, it's not good. It's the diet stuff, so it's all the crazy chemicals and junk in there. God knows what that's doing to me. John Paul, you worked for the other cola company for 4 years and retired at 60 in 2016. Cool. I drink products from both. There's certain things from both of them that I really like. So I'm not like one of the other. Just like with cars, I like all kinds of different cars. I like all kinds of different pop too. So I worked for a Pepsi distributor for a summer once when I was, I think, about 19 or something like that, just for one summer. And I worked for a beer company for about 7 or 8 years. I worked for Miller and Coors in Colorado. So the beverage business is kind of, there's some things that are the same in both of them, whether it's alcoholic or not. We got 5 people. John Paul, you got your car out the other day. Cool. Did you have fun? Scat Pack, how's it going? Try Arizona tea. Yeah, Arizona tea is pretty good. Steve Fitzpatrick's message was retracted. It was up there and it disappeared. Yeah, I like the Arizona teas. They're pretty good. So I got the new mufflers on the Challenger out there, so it sounds a lot better. Sounds pretty damn good without being totally obnoxious, but it sounds louder, but not crazy louder. So yeah, 6 months of storage. I bet you had a good time. After 6 months, it's probably like driving a new car all over again. Yeah, Scat Pack, I made a couple of videos. One the first day, but it was so windy outside, it was kind of ruining it. But I went ahead and put the video out anyway. And then I made a video the next day, a little more in depth, and there was no wind and a little better sound and things like that. So if you go back and watch those videos from last weekend. Steve Fitzpatrick, get back to work. Happy Easter, man. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. We won't stay too much longer. I just wanted to pop in and do something today. Try to make a video tomorrow after work, I think. So kind of wanted to make a video today, but Kim had the Challenger for one thing. So a little hard to make a video without the car. Well, I've made some without the car before, but Scat Pack, we're doing the oil change about every 4,000 miles with synthetic oil. John Paul, I got the front wheels and tires came in yesterday. The rears came in today, but the FedEx guy was here before I got home, and I missed him. So I had the little thing I had to sign for him. So I'm hoping he comes back tomorrow. I can't remember if FedEx delivers on Saturdays or not. So the other one showed up today, but I just wasn't here. So I got the little notice on the door. Chris Evans, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Strange time of day, but we're here. We're a little short one here. We'll probably just go a few more minutes. Yeah, so I got everything ordered, and I will show you guys. I think when they all get here, maybe I'll unwrap one and show you. And got to get them put on. I do not have a jack. I don't know what I'm going to do there, but I'll get them put on one way or another. So everything's mounted, balanced. The TPMS sensors are in them and everything. So I just ordered a whole. All we need to do is be put on. So we will see. 70 degrees today, Chris Evans. I think we're 60s-ish, somewhere in the 60s. And it's going to be like 80 tomorrow. So take it easy, John Paul. Thanks for coming in. Happy Easter to you. Yeah, I can't wait to see him on there either. Hope everything goes smoothly. I don't want to run into any weird troubles. I think I ordered everything correctly. I don't know how to pronounce your name, man. Hanoya? Is the Challenger as reliable as a Corolla? I don't know, and I really couldn't care less. Noah? Okay, Hanoa. Yeah. Don't know if it's reliable as a Corolla. I don't know. I seriously doubt it. Yeah, they're a lot more fun. Corolla's nothing wrong with a Corolla if it gets you where you got to go. But Scat Pack's Challenger's a lot more fun. So John, hey Joey, did you get some new ink on your arm? That's the latest. That's the newest one. If you can see that or not, how good you can see that, but yeah, there's a cover up. There was some stuff under there that I wanted to get rid of. So That was, I think, in January or something. Yeah, it was like the 10th of January, mid-January. So it's pretty new. Before that, it had been like 5 years. That took like a couple hours, 3 hours. I can't remember. It was a little while. It was 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours. Talk about the Challenger maintenance. What have you done so far? Would you keep it long? Just oil changes and general. Let's see, what else have they done? I can't even think. Pretty much just oil changes. Didn't even rotate the tires because I was planning on getting new ones anyway. That took a little longer to get the new ones than I planned on. And I can't rotate the ones I'm getting because it's a staggered set. But everything's been fine so far as running and driving. I mean, there's been no issues with the car other than the Uconnect system is kind of weird sometimes. But Chris Evans I've had my Challenger 3 years, no problems, more fun than anything. Yeah, exactly. They're just so much fun. They may not be the most reliable, well-built things in the world, but they look great and they're a lot of fun, and that counts for a lot. So, Scat Pack, have you ever driven an Hellcat? No, I have not actually driven one, but I would love to. I've seen a couple of used ones on car lots. I doubt that they would let me drive it. I don't know. I've always wondered, like, since I have a new Challenger Scat Pack, they might, but I don't know if they will or not. So no, I have not driven one. I would love to. I wouldn't go crazy or anything. Just want to see what it's like a little bit. So when I get one, it'll probably be the first time I ever drive one. The new Challenger Scat Packs have the same suspension setup, and it makes a huge difference. Yeah, it probably does, huh? I would imagine. Wally World, man, those mini bullets sound great through the 6-speed. Yes, they do. They really do sound good. It's a great sound. I really, really like it. I'd love to do a full exhaust on it or something, but man, for the price of those things and the price to get them installed was shockingly low. When the guy told me how much, I was like, that's all? He got done. I was like, okay, what do I do? And he told me, and I was like, that's all? So I was actually taken aback a little bit. So, no, that if you use Challenger or a new one, it's totally up to you. Depends on what you want. I mean, depends on what you got to spend too, and how much. That depends on a lot of things. So, yeah, I'd love to drive it. I'd love to see what they pull. Yeah, I would love same thing, Scat Pack. I would really love to. I wouldn't get too crazy with anybody else's car, even a dealerships, but I would love to just give it a quick pull on the highway, just see how different it is. How much more you feel as opposed to the Scat Pack. I'm sure it's pretty dramatic. You probably fall in love immediately. Yeah, as far as between a used or new Challenger, it just depends on what you want to spend and kind of what you have in mind. Which Challenger you want to get. Like, you're looking at Hellcats, Scat Packs, RTs, or SXT or whatever. It just depends, really. There's one dealer there that will let you drive one with the black key only. I went and looked at a new Scat Pack at the dealership where we bought this one, and they didn't seem too interested in letting me drive that thing. So, we already bought one from them. So, and they didn't even want to really. I don't know. The guy didn't even. I don't know. I'm not sure why he came out and was like, "Hey, you got any questions or anything?" And I was like, "Well, just checking it out." And he saw us pull up in ours, and he knew that we bought one there, and he just didn't seem too interested in showing me the car, let alone letting me drive it. So. It wasn't the same salesman that we bought it from, but R. Dixon said it went from an M6 Scat Pack to an M6 Hellcat, and the Hellcat is actually a lot more streetable. Really? It's smoother all around. I didn't see. I would have not. I would have never guessed that. Although the Scat Pack is very stiff suspension, very and it stays in that one, all the time. So yeah, I guess I could see some of that. When we first drove a Challenger, Kim wanted to drive one to make sure she felt comfortable driving the car that day. She drives a Toyota Prius. So, and they let her drive a 5.7 and they didn't go with us. I sat in the passenger seat. She drove. I didn't care to drive it because it wasn't the one I wanted. So, but she wanted to just get a feel for the size of it and the general, what the interior was like and just kind of what a Challenger felt like. So, they just, let her take it and let me sit in there. And the dealer, nobody came from the dealership with us. We took it out for a couple miles down the road and turned around and came back. Molly World says Mopar's at the Rock tomorrow. Yeah, Chris, that's kind of a thing. Like if you go to buy something really powerful, sometimes they don't want you to drive it. But man, that's a lot of money to spend on something. You can't even take it out for a minute to make sure. I mean, there might be something that you hate about it. You don't know for sure. You might get out there and go, oh God, something feels weird. I don't like it. So it's kind of strange, but there's a lot of things like that. So, I mean, motorcycles are kind of that way too. They're not usually real eager to let you hop on a motorcycle and test ride it either. So, Scat Pack says I hear the Hellcat M6 is tougher to drive with the stiff clutch. R. Dixon says the clutch is stiffer in the Hellcat, so it's easier to drive slowly than the Scat Pack, huh? So I've always heard. I was watching a guy review Scat Pack the other day. It was an older video, and he was talking about how stiff the clutch was, and maybe I'm just used to it. It doesn't feel that way to me, but I could be just that I drive it every day, so it doesn't seem like it. So. Yeah, when the dealer guy comes with you, it's kind of weird, but I think we had to show them our car insurance, and then they just let us take it. I think they had to make a photocopy or something of our car insurance, and we had to sign something saying we weren't going to sue them if something went wrong or something like that. And that was about it. And then they threw us the keys, and we took off for a little while. So. Rockingham, Dragway, North Carolina, The Rock. Okay, so you got. I wish there was some more Mopar stuff going on around here. There's an all Mopar show at a Dodge dealership in Grand Island, Nebraska. That's about all I've done. That's all there is around here as far as like Mopar type events. For an automatic transmission Challenger, would you change the transmission fluid? We went to the one. Yeah, the Scat Pack is hard to drive slow. I don't know if it just wants to go fast, and you want to drive it fast, and it feels weird driving it slow, kind of. Joe Zubert, what's up? Thanks for coming in, Joe. Hey, Joey, just looked at my phone and saw you guys run. Yeah, just decided to pop in real quick. Got off work at 2 o'clock today, so I thought I would do this between the time I got off work and the time Kim gets off work. But she came home early just as I was getting ready to start this, so just probably not go too much longer here. Just kind of wanted to do a little Friday afternoon thing. I haven't done a afternoon one in a few weeks, so. Scat Pack says change your transmission fluid at 35 to 50K. So yeah, somewhere in there, huh? Yeah, I forgot the question earlier. Yeah, whatever they recommend. I'm not sure what they recommend on that. I don't have an automatic transmission, so no flush. Don't flush it. Just drop the pin. Good to see you, Joe. My new job, I get off a little earlier than I used to, so I might be doing some more of these afternoon ones. We'll see. Probably will, and still do the Sunday night, of course. The new job is going okay. Pretty good. It's a lot different atmosphere. and it's they do things a lot differently than what I'm used to. And I did the other thing for so long. It's also in retail, so it's similar in some ways, but it's a lot different. And it's taken me a little longer to catch on than I would hope because I feel kind of stupid sometimes at the new job because I don't really know what I'm doing yet. I'm not used to that. I'm used to being the guy that knows everything and showing everybody else what to do, but I am not that guy now. So it feels weird, but I think it'll be okay. I'm pretty hard on myself. I expect myself to figure everything out immediately. And when I don't, I kind of beat myself up a little bit. So, but I'll get there. I'll get it worked out. Hey, Fat Boy R6, what's going on? That is Octane Hemi. Chris Evans says the XST is hard to drive slow, and it's a 6-cylinder. Yeah, but that's still a pretty powerful car, though. So, yeah, it's hard to drive them things slow. You're still at work? How are the new tires coming along on your Challenger? Noah, how come you got a Challenger instead of 20 cars like Mustang or Camaro? I just like the way the Challenger looks, the classic look of the Challenger. I also like that it's a little bit bigger, and it's a little bigger, heavier car. It's more of a traditional muscle car. It's much more comfortable. I got nothing against Mustangs or Camaros. I like both of them. I really love Mustangs. I think there's some beautiful Mustangs that I love. But and Camaros, I like the performance of the Camaros. I'm not crazy about the way they look right now, but they're great cars, and I got nothing against either one of them. But just Challenger just really appealed to me as far as the visual appeal, as well as the comfort level and just the interior. I prefer the interior over both of the other ones. And I don't know, just something about the Challenger that spoke to me the first time I saw one back when they brought them back in the late 2000s there. I just had to have one. Finally got one. So. Scat Pack, do you listen to the Automotive Hour? It's a podcast on vehicle maintenance. No, I've never listened to that. So those you got the Oturos on there, Fat Boy, and you say they're doing good. You put 275s on there, right? You got a new video to be uploaded on Sunday. Cool. Keep our eye out for that, guys. That's High Octane Hemi. It's Fat Boy R6, same person. Cool. I'm getting. I got mine. I got my front set up. Came in yesterday. The rears showed up today, but I was not here to sign for it, so they're still on the FedEx truck somewhere out there. Hopefully, there'll be someone around tomorrow when he shows up. I think FedEx delivers on Saturdays. Anybody know? I can't remember for sure. I have to look it up. They may not. I may have to wait till Monday. I don't know. Noah, how do you handle possible rust underneath the car? Snow's there, yes, and the salt on the roads too. So, would you consider using Crown or fluid firm for protection? Yeah, I don't know. I don't worry too much about the rust. I know it can be an issue and all that, but I bought the car to drive it, and whatever happens, happens. And it's not a Lamborghini or something. I'm not going to treat it like a baby. It was meant to be driven and driven hard, and that's what we do with it. So we'll see. Okay, Fat Boy, thanks. I didn't know you worked for FedEx. That's cool. Yeah, I got up for lunch yesterday, and the FedEx driver was actually in front of the house, and I pulled in, and he's like, he was just getting ready to leave because there was no one here to sign for it. So I got here just in time, and I helped, he pulled him off the truck, and I rolled him into the garage. And then the other two showed up today, and I was hoping that I'd get home for lunch in time too, but he got here a little earlier than normal, so he beat me, and there's just nobody here to sign. So I'm hoping I can get them, then I can unwrap one of them and show you guys what we got. I can still unwrap one now, but we might do that tomorrow. I need to do a video, so I got to get them put on. I don't have the car doesn't come with it. Everything's mounted, balanced, and the TPMS sensors are already in there and everything like that, which all cost a fortune. But anyway, they're ready to be put on the car the way they sit. So, no, my Challenger does not have a sunroof. Fat Boy 6, I do not know where the freight comes from. I'm not sure. I've been ordering so much stuff lately. I got FedEx and UPS, and they're all. I got the neighbors probably wonder what's going on. I've been having crap delivered every day. We bought a home gym that was delivered in about 3 different parts, and then the 2 sets of 2 different tires, and then what else was it? There's trying to think what else has come. There's been some weights. There's been all kinds of crap, and then I got a pressure washer coming. And I have never visited the East Coast. I have not. I've been to the West Coast. I've been down south a little bit. I've been all around the Midwest. I've been up in the Great Lakes area. I've never gone to the East Coast though. Well, other than Florida, but that doesn't really, Chris Evans says you like the look of the Plum Crazy and you don't have to fall in. I love the Plum Crazy, but yeah, I think probably Grand Island. Most stuff here, probably Grand Island, I guess. I don't know. Wally World says if the newer Mustangs looked more like the 6970 Mach 1, yeah, that would be cool. Fastback, I would have one. Dodge just nailed the retro look. I wish they were a little lighter. Yeah, it'd be nice if they were a little lighter for sure. And they did nail their retro look. And I do think the Mustangs look cool though. Yeah, if they did a little more retro like that, what you're talking about, that would be really cool too. Matthew Treadbirth, what's going on? Hey Joey, I know you made a video on those headlight circles. I'm looking to get Sublime ones. What's the brand? You want to go to Scalia Motorsports. I'll type that for yeah. That's the company that I got the rings from. Actually, really cool guy. Very cool guy. So you can also check out his videos. They're same name for the YouTube channel. I highly recommend it over the other one. So, all right, Fat Boy R6, take care, man. You guys, that's High Octane Hemi. If you don't know, check out his channel if you haven't already. I can't show you the car right now. It's out in the garage, and I'm here on my laptop in the bedroom. So, but you can always watch all my videos. Watch them all. I think there's like 300 of them or something. So feel free to just put them on a playlist and just let them go. Yeah, they're really good product, Matthew. I think you'll like them. And he makes a bunch of different ones some with screens, and there's a couple different styles, and you can get printing on them and everything you want. So go to that website, check it out. He got some cool stuff on there, all kinds of colors. I have not traveled overseas. I've been to the only other countries I've been in, and not overseas, but just I've been to Mexico and Canada, and that's it. Do I what? Chris Evans, do you asking if I have the new wheels on? What's your take on the economy? I do not have the new wheels and tires on yet. I have one set. I have the fronts in the garage. I have not received the rest of them yet. I wasn't here to get the delivery. What's my take on the economy? The economy is booming and it's doing very well. And I I think most people who work in retail would tell you the same. Other than, I mean, you got the facts. The statistics are that the economy is doing really, really well. And if you work in a place where you sell stuff a lot, it's business has definitely picked up the last year or two. The grocery store is crazy all the time. We used to be dead a lot of the time, and people were buying uh, cheap meals and that kind of thing. Now it's like people are coming through with carts full of crap and expensive stuff, and I definitely think people have money, and I think the economy is doing pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with it. It's growing, and I know the stock market's been up and down, but overall, it's really up a long way. So even with Amazon and stuff, we've had a couple of stores here in town. One particular going out of business, mostly because of online shopping. But um, as far as like groceries and certain things that you want to get right away like that, it's yeah. But the internet in general is doing a little damage to the everyday brick and mortar stores, of course, because you can get stuff cheaper and it's a lot easier and more fun to shop online than it is to have to go to the store and walk in and look around and whatever, get help when you can sit at home in your bed in your pajamas or whatever you want to do while you're eating popcorn and do all your shopping. That's also really cool. So the economy is changing for sure. It's going to go more and more to an online and delivery type thing, but that's just a big circle. So there'll just be more jobs in that area. There's going to be less brick and mortar building type jobs, but no, the new wheels are not on. I've only got 2 of them. I still waiting on the other 2. I didn't. They got here before I did today, and I couldn't sign for them, so they didn't leave them. But hopefully, it won't be long. They were at my door. I just wasn't here to get them. So. If you had to bet, do you think Trump? I think if the economy stays the way it is, and I don't really want to talk politics because I don't want to make anybody mad. But the economy is doing pretty good, and that usually, that goes for a lot. So, and so far, I don't think the other side has come up with any reasonable candidates. They all seem a little crazy. So we'll see. But I mean, when your stance on things is we want to, stop people from driving and using airplanes, and that some of the stuff they're talking about is just insane. So, but we shall see. He's actually more popular right now than the last guy was at this time of his presidency. So we'll see. But a lot of things can happen in a year and a half or whatever. So who knows? There could be somebody emerge that we have not even thought of yet. So you don't know what's going to happen. I wouldn't want to make a bet on that because it's going to be a nasty campaign. You know that. So things are already so crazy. Can you imagine when the actual campaign gets underway, when they're debating and all that kind of stuff? It's going to get ugly. But I got the I can't remember. I got the more basic one. I can't remember now for sure. I think mine were called oh crap, what were they called? Pinky rings, I think. They mix different styles. There's like 3 different styles or something, and then there's some with screens, and there's some that you can get like printing on them or logos and things like that on them. And have I considered running for political office in my local area? Actually, I have a little bit, more in a joking way, but I have a friend who ran for political office, and he actually he did pretty well. He didn't win, but he was like a last minute write-in candidate just a couple weeks before the election, and he just kind of went out and he was just kind of sick of things and he actually did pretty well. So Wally World looking for some takeoff Devil's rims for your Scat. No problem, Matthew. Sorry I wasn't more help on the actual name of those things, but just Scalia Motorsports has got different options there. I think I got that Mopar cap on. I want to say I got it off of eBay, probably. And I've been trying to find another one because it's getting a little bit old. I want to find one just like it. And there's a couple places on there that sell a black one and a gray one, and you get to pick which one you want. And every time I go to skip it over to the gray, it says out of stock. So they got lots of the black ones. I'll probably order a black one too, and I can't remember. If you just go on eBay and type in like Mopar beanie, I think you'll find it. I think it's supposed to have NOAA, at least 91 octane. I think it says 91. Yeah. I have to drive across the state line a couple of miles and go to a gas station down there to get premium because we don't have any here where I live. So everything's 87 here. There's some voices outside my window. Not sure who that is. Well, guys, it's almost 4:30, so I think I'm gonna head out of here in a minute. At about 4:30, we're about 3 minutes, so we'll start wrapping this up. Thanks for everybody for coming in. I really appreciate it. I'm glad we had a little bit of a pretty good crowd in here. A couple of new people, probably because of the time of day, so that's always cool. Run for senator? Yeah, I don't think I could run for senator. I mean, I could run, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, everybody have a good weekend. Thanks, R. Dixon. I will put out a couple videos this weekend and probably, and of course, do a live chat, a live stream Sunday night about 7:30 or 7:45 Central Time, somewhere in that range. And maybe another one before that, but we'll see about that. And everybody, try to show you the wheels in the video tomorrow, the wheels and tires, rims and tires, and whatever else I can come up with for a video. Yeah, you're new here, so good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for all the questions. Appreciate that. It's a good way to keep the chat moving. I just want to thank everybody again for all the support. We're almost to 3,000. I'm just a few subscribers short of 3,000. So if anybody here has not subscribed, please do. I'd really, really appreciate that. I'd love to get to that 3,000 mark. And it's been slow going. I got 2,900 and something, and it seems like it's been stuck there for a while. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it, and we'll see you all soon. Take care, and have a good weekend. If I don't talk to you again, Joey66, and I'm going to get out of here now, guys. Thanks.